Welcome to the Roy Anthony and every Tuesday and every Thursday.
Hey, tap in. Is this thing on? Can you hear me?
Roy
Is anybody out
Show
there?
is the spot to be, baby.
Hey, tune in. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. And it's featuring the homie Big Hank.
And Cynthia.
It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. And it's featuring the co-host Big Hank.
And Cynthia.
It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. Everybody tune in, you dig it? It's funny as hell, my dude. It's when we can kick it.
Every Tuesday.
Everything is going
every
down.
Thursday.
They about to do the most. It ain't a confrontation, it's a conversation, homie. Yo, on the weekends, the Roy Anthony
Every
Show. It's
Tuesday.
during the week, homie. The Roy
Every
Anthony
Thursday.
Show. What you listening to? The Roy Anthony Show. Come on and get a
Tap
bar
in.
before we gotta
Tap
go.
in.
What you listening to? The Roy Anthony
Every
Show. Come on and
Tuesday.
kick it with us. The Roy Anthony
Every
Show.
Thursday.
It's going down, homeboy. The Roy Anthony Show. Co-host
Tap in.
Big Hank. We getting it. What you think? It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. And it's featuring the homie Big Hank.
And Cynthia.
It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. And it's featuring the co-host Big Hank.
And Cynthia Joy.
Hey, you know what, man? With being comedian Roy Anthony, you know, I was the number one headliner. With me living in Long Beach, all of my neighbors, all my friends and stuff, they all respect me, they love me. The business point, you see, we are here on 4th Street, the downtown Long Beach, east side Long Beach area, the way you want to say it. And I just always feel free and stuff, like how different people love me, love to talk about me, love how Roy Anthony is and stuff. So won't y'all come with me? My neighbors love me, man. All the business owners is like, what's up, Angel?
Hey, man. You're in your bullshit again. Bullshit again. See you here again. Hey, man.
Good. Matter of fact, I see one of my good neighbors now there. That's Mr. Tommy.
Fuck you, nigga. Fucking with a motherfucker. Early in the morning, ain't had no pussy. Oh! Motherfucker.
Hola, mija. What's up, big homie? What's up? That's my man Noodles. What's up, Noodles?
Fuck you, Roy Anthony, man. Get out of here, man.
Hey, y'all, welcome to the Roy Anthony Show. As you can see, that I have to be able to run my show and work at the same time and stuff. Don't worry about the cones or everything. You can see I'm a working man. I'm doing my comedy, mobile units. You can call me for your parties or if you need plumbing issues or any type of fixtures. What it do? What it do? What it do? Once again, this is Roy Anthony. Welcome to the Roy Anthony Show. My co-stars will be popping in: Big Hank, Norman, Miss Cynthia, Joy Towner. We represent the WO platform, which was created to bring awareness to how our veterans commit suicide on a daily rate. And we prided ourselves to have a show where our conversations can lead to hoping someone can feel that someone else is going through the same as you, and in the way of thinking and stuff, because we know a lot of suicides is from depression, feeling inadequate, feeling unaccepted, and we want everyone to know that you're accepted. Your opinion counts. Other people may not want to agree with it, but that's what makes the world go round. And the WO platform, which was created by Richie King, aka Redneck Pimp, along with our co-creator Goose, and then our associate producer Blue Phoenix, Eighth and Daily, our sponsor who keeps everything running, Matthew Brooks. Then we have our good neighbors, the BB Nation. Y'all be seeing Carl Loomis, who comes in times on our show. That's represent the BB Nation. That's backwood veterans based out of Oregon. Then we got the Long Beach All Stars, which is based out of Southern California, Long Beach, Linwood, Compton, those surrounding cities. Then we have the WO Entertainment, which is based around the whole U.S. for real, and other countries. And then our own personal family, friends, associates, and people who don't even like us. Welcome to the Roy Anthony Show. And oh man, it's having a good time, man. I'm just excited about a lot of things because this Thursday, we have a stand-up comedy show, and on our stand-up comedy show every Thursday in downtown Long Beach. And as we stated before, you can see the show if you're not in Southern California. You can always watch the show on YouTube. Just put in Roy Anthony Live. And we have this Thursday, we got a special treat because Cynthia Joy will be performing live on the show. Will this be the first time now me, Cynthia, and Big Hank can be together on one stage, God's willing. I'm looking forward to that. Matter of fact, let me put that banner up for those who, if you want to watch the show. Now the stand-up comedy show starts at 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that's 10:30 in the Midwest, 11:30 on the East Coast. But it's worth it. If you're performing from out of town, you want your people to see you perform, it is what it is. You can go watch some of our past shows by going on YouTube and just put in Roy Anthony Live, and it takes you straight to the page. We're asking you to subscribe. I know that a lot of people is watching this show through other platforms, but we're asking those who's watching the show, look up Roy Anthony Live on YouTube and just hit that subscribe button. It really helps. And we found out, the head producer let me know Friday that we are averaging 450,000 people a month. So our message is getting across. People is feeling us, enjoying our show, and WO Entertainment Show, which is on this evening. That's where you see Richie, Commander, my man Dean Cerny. I don't know if he wants to use his clear name or not. And so, but they have a nice show on Tuesday evenings, which comes on 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And so, and we're talking about this today's show. We're asking about enemies. Do you have enemies? There's certain things that can make a person have an enemy, especially when it seems like we retort on going backwards. With me as a Black person in America, it seems like we still deal with prejudice and racism here in the 21st century. We supposed to be a United States, but sometimes it seems like we are enemies in between lines, and some scenarios makes it seem like
you can't help but being enemies sometimes. You know, I'm not an enemy to the police department. Starlet Evans said, "Hi, hey, how you doing, Starlet Evans? Always good to hear from her." Um, it's like people ask me about my views about the police department, and I don't think that you defund the police department. I never felt that. It sounds like you're setting yourself up for a purge, you know. I just think that before you can patrol into the public, you need to have a social arts degree and take some in living standards, like if you was in the military, how they do their training, not the police academy way of training. It need to be where actually if you hitting the wrong target and stuff like that, and we need classes dealing with humanity, sociology, psychology. We need these type of police out there. You don't want you to be weak, but we need you to be more about humanitarians, because we had did the statistics, and we're going to get back on about talking about these about policing, because my research has found that I think it's less than 1.5% of any military who joins to a police force to have a casualty where they murdered an innocent person. Now, most of the murders by police, the certain police officers has never encountered military. They have, you know, and so, and then our our commissioners in society, whoever measures these police up, tends to uphold them to a higher standard as far as when they commit a crime. It's just advertised that they're suspended with pay or without pay. I want to hear if you've been charged with a crime, because I feel that you take an oath. A police officer takes an oath to uphold the law. And if he breaks that law, then he should be held more accountable for the crime than a public person has been who didn't take an oath to about crime. You know, one of my co-stars came in. Let me bring him in. And so, what's up with you, bro?
What's up, Roy?
You got, man? How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, man. We just headed home, man. We coming down that mountain, from Lake Arrowhead, man. So I just wanted to check in, man, and make sure I checked in.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, you doing all right over there, man? I love you, bro.
I love you too, man.
I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you, man.
Hey, you know what, Big Hank? A lot of people don't know what we go through on the back scenes. You feel me?
Yeah.
They don't, but by the grace of God, and I'm knowing a change in myself, because there's been times where the test is where I didn't grab nobody.
Right, you didn't flip out.
Exactly.
Right.
I could see the change in maturity, because some things are so simple. One of the things I've noticed, though, is that people tend to want to take advantage of your kindness.
Right.
I'm trying to be a cool person, and then you pushing and you feel me? And but man, back to you though, man. I don't know how long you stay on, because I know you're coming down through the mountains, but I seen the pictures. Starlet said, "Oh, so nice. Hi, Big Hank."
What's up, Starlet?
I seen the pictures of the tranquility that you woke up to.
Man, wow, sheesh, man. Listen, man, it wasn't a dog. It wasn't no dogs barking. It wasn't no trash trucks driving by. It wasn't no. Man, listen, man. It wasn't no cars, no traffic, and it was so peaceful on that lake, man. That I'm gonna say something else too, because me and my wife was the only blacks up there.
Yeah.
All right. And we went on a tour on a boat, and them motherfuckers was naming all the people that was up there. Doris Day, that used to have a house, Shirley Temple, Tom Selleck, Liberace, nigga, everybody, but it wasn't not one Bill Cosby, it wasn't not one motherfucking no, you know what I mean? No Denzel Washington. no Kobe Bryant. So I don't even know if niggas is allowed up there, but me and my wife gonna try to get us a house.
13-room house.
Man, listen, one of the houses was 13 rooms, 17 bathrooms, 2 elevators, 4 stories high, and he said 2 old people live in there and they ain't seen each other in 6 months. So
they say the different size of the house, huh?
Yeah, listen, man, everything up there is 4, 5, 6, 10 million. Okay? And you gotta get up in there, man, and get up in there. I'm gonna get me about 2 or 3 million. I'm gonna go get me a house. And me and my wife, that's gonna be it. I'm retiring. I might come down here, down to where y'all at every 4 times a year, do some comedy, and I'm going back up there.
And you say you're gonna leave. Well, see, that's what I've been saying. You know, I'm talking about return to the lease.
Yeah.
And people think I'm playing on that because in the years I plan on being on the hammock, eating fish and drinking rum.
Yeah, that part. Yeah, that part.
I reach out to. But hey, man, and I saw that peacefulness. And you mentioned like the trash trucks. I know you didn't hear no ghetto bird, none of that.
None of that. We didn't even see no police. I didn't even see no police up there. Yeah. Not one.
Now, you know, like today's show is about do you have enemies?
Enemies.
Yes. And it could be any type, you know. Sometimes some family members could be an enemy. Sometimes, you know,
my wife called them frenemies.
Yeah.
Frenemies. Yeah, some frenemies.
Especially those who are smiling in your face, and then you find that they have diabolical plans behind your back.
Ulterior motives.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So, you know, and so somebody had asked me the other day, do I have enemies and how do I deal with them?
Right.
Well, the first thing I think about was when Dub C, in one of his lyrics, he say, and for my enemies, Lord have mercy. You know, you show love because the word tells us if you show your love to your enemies, you do damage to them like that.
Let me tell you something. You growing, bro, because my wife, that's all my wife do is love. She don't know how to do nothing else. She really an angel, living, walking, talking angel. So that when you ask the question, my wife said, you love him. She just whispered it, right? And then that's what you just said.
Yeah.
You gotta love him. You gotta love him, man.
It hurts them more showing them love.
Throwing hot coals. That's like throwing hot coals on their head.
On the back of their head. On their heads. You know, it looked like we got Monda showing up. Monda wants to show up in here. Hold up.
Okay.
Monda Robinson coming in.
Hi.
Hey, what's up, Monda?
Hey, how are you?
Good seeing you.
Hi. Hi, everybody.
Hey, sis. All right, that's enough waving at us. Big Hank sitting there on the side, passion side, in the podcast.
My wife, let me tell you something. I drive sometimes, but my wife don't like how I drive because I drive, you know, nigga, I drive like a dude.
Yeah.
Watch you get out the way. Why you going slow? And my wife drive like an Oriental person. She drive like an Oriental lady. She drive just like the Oriental people be driving. She be way on the other side on the little slow lane. So I just sit over here, get on my phone. I don't even fuck with her. I just sit over here, get on my phone.
Not too much on your wife.
We have fun. We have fun together, man. We have fun together.
How beautiful. And now
that's what it's about.
I'm waiting for Cynthia to pop in. I don't know if she may be getting ready because Cynthia Joy will be on the show this Thursday, the comedy show, live in downtown Long Beach. And so I'm really looking forward to seeing her on that. But Mom, since you came in, we want to ask you a question. The subject is, do you have enemies? And basically what you do with them, deal with them. Now, wait a minute, before you start, Miss Hank, his wife said love them.
Yeah.
We all three agree. Now, how do you deal with it?
You giving me options?
I'm up to you. Just your answer.
I don't associate myself with them.
That's a good one. That's one of mine. That's one of mine.
Say it again. I didn't hear you.
I don't associate myself with them. Oh, I know I have some enemies. Not, I didn't intentionally create the enemies, but I know I have some enemies.
And how let's okay, so let me ask y'all a question. What is an enemy?
There you go. Now, really, Monda, I don't. If I think that you don't like me, I don't call you. I don't go
Correct.
by your house and see you. I don't do none of
Correct.
that shit. If I have an inkling, but really, I don't have an inkling that nobody dislikes me. I don't have that right now. Now I do have, motherfuckers who I don't fuck with, and that's just because
Right.
you do shit your way and I do shit my way.
Yeah, but Big
But
Hank, isn't that like a socialness? Like a person don't like you, does that make them really your enemy?
no, no.
That's why I'm asking, what is an enemy?
That's a good question.
An
My
enemy
wife
to
said
me
my
is
wife says
uh,
it's somebody that want to see you fail.
There you go. Because
correct.
just because somebody that might not like you, you know your ways, whatever, doesn't make them your enemy. They just keep you distant. Like Big Hank say, he'll stay away from
Right.
real. But it
But
seems like
again, I don't associate with you because if your whole objective is to see me fail because of of you or whatever, then that's not someone I need. You can't be around me. Your energy can't be. Your energy's not for me.
yeah, but see, that's the thing. What I was found is that an enemy goes out of their way to try to tear you down.
Mm,
That's 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 the
It's
devil.
not.
sometimes, but it
That's
doesn't
the
have. But it
that's
doesn't
the
have to
devil.
100%. Right, but I was gonna say it doesn't have to 100% of them going out of their way. I mean,
Right, right. That's a
what
good
did she
that's a
say?
good answer. That's a good answer, man. That you said they don't have to go out of their way to see you fall to
Right,
help you fail. But if they just see you failing, they happy about it.
Yeah.
correct.
Now, like, okay, um, I know we all can relate dealing with police. And I've been stopped on my way to work to say my tags are expired. Well, that's why I'm going to work. So when I get my paycheck, like I'm gonna take care of my check.
Right.
But now you wanna, I'm telling you, I'm running late and everything. You wanna stop me on my plate. I've been through this, and then make me an hour late, trying to hope I lose my job.
Yeah.
So then I can't help but say this dude is my enemy. Not saying I'm police, but this particular dude is my enemy because you're bothering me for no reason.
Right.
Now, when you go out of your way, now just because somebody may not like me, they don't like my swag, they don't like this and that. Okay, they keep it from a distance. But when you're breaking your neck to try to bring me down or
Mhm.
sabotage things and stuff, smile in my face and act like you got my better, interest in hand, and then you pulling the rug from up underneath me, I think that's an enemy.
Yeah, that's what that is.
Facts. That's
You
true.
know, you're not, because they used to say, if you don't have nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all, right?
Right.
Now, if a person is intentionally and stuff trying to break down your character, because kids go through this in high school, and some of them are so weak that they let some words go to them. So we have an uptick of teenagers committing suicide because what they say bullying and bagging and getting teased. When I was a kid, they bagged like, sometimes like my pants wasn't long enough and they tease you, call them hot waters and stuff like that. And I had to go through it all day long, but it didn't make me feel like they was my enemies.
Right.
We have to define what is an enemy. Just because this person don't like you, they don't talk to you, they turn their nose up at you when you walk by. That's just a person who has a character, don't like your character flaw. They got a character flaw. But when they steal them out of your way, I've had it at companies. Dude sitting him
Yeah.
in my cubicle, we talking, laughing like he got my back, but he going behind my back telling the supervisor he's doing this and he's doing that.
Wow.
He's my enemy.
Yeah.
Who's our biggest enemy out here?
The devil.
Thank you. If you believe in God, you become an instant enemy to the devil.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Because he's trying to take as many as us that he can to hell.
And he got a lot of minions out here working for him.
You feel me?
Yeah, they out here working for him. Yes, sir.
Yeah. That's what we be telling people. That's one of the statements I'll be saying. Somebody's out in, I say, just gonna let them demons take over like that? I know you in there. Fight them demons. Because that's nothing but a demon. Demons can't read your mind. They can only implement suggestions. And God gave us will, so you can pick if you're going to go with the good or the bad. That's why in the cartoons they used to have a demon on one shoulder and an angel on the other. You got a choice. You in the middle between that choice. You know?
My wife called it free will. Call it free will.
Yeah. Because you see, that's why they say we got a song that the angels can't sing because we have free will.
Right.
You know, we can make a decision. See, it was a pact in heaven and hell. Let's give them a choice. And it says the road to hell is wide and unassuming. They said many. And they said the road that's straight and narrow is few. Only few people go through it because we don't understand. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know? So my Big Hank had the answer. Our real enemy is the devil. And he implements his demons into these people's thoughts.
Yes, sir.
And then that person's thoughts run with it. You ever been mad off your own imagination? You was looking for your significant other or somebody and they ain't answered the phone, and next thing you know, you getting these weird imaginations in your head.
You just came up with all kind of shit in your mind.
Yeah.
That's the devil.
And stuff. And wait a minute, but it's really messed up when you follow through on that when you didn't follow, you know what I'm saying? Prime example.
Go.
A partner of mine's cousin, true story. Partner of mine's cousin told his wife that his cousin was coming in town. His cousin Jerry was coming in town to stay with him, right? For 3 or 4 days. His wife agreed and everything. They were like, cool. The wife goes to work. The cousin comes. Jerry is a woman. They standing in front of the house hugging, like, hey, cousin, everything. The wife friend happened to roll by and called and said, girl, your husband's out here with a woman hugged all up and everything. She rushes home. She rushes through the back to peek and see him hugging with a woman for herself. Goes in there and grabs her gat. Comes out shooting. Shot her husband twice to find out he was talking with her cousin.
Dang.
Now, the woman called, they know all in her business and implemented a fire under insecurity. Now, the wife should have went over there and say, hey, pulled up. And she had stretched her will. What the world? Who is this? You're like, this is my cousin Jerry. Oh. But her rationale and the demons took over, said, grab that gun and make some examples. Now, no matter what prison time she was been given or whatever, you can't live past that. You had a good husband at home and you let them demons cause an enemy.
Yeah. Insecurity demon, low self-esteem, messy demons, all that got involved with that. Messy demons, they got all involved with that whole situation.
When a person's insecure, you know, you're gonna just let that insecure demon take over. Someone's messy, you just ask me, you gonna let that messy demon take over? Some people might as well be, look here, you can talk rational to some people, they stuck with that demon. Some people want to believe.
People are so far, right?
Huh? Go ahead.
Go ahead. Now, so sometimes people get so far gone in their, like you said, in their own mindset, there's no talking them back, or there's no rationale to be had because they are already away over to the left. So
that's why, look,
And
What you gonna say?
you need to wipe your feet. You need to wipe your feet, kick the dirt off your feet, and get up out of there, wherever that spot is,
Yeah,
and get away from them. Get away from them,
That's
because
true.
they logic ain't right. They mind ain't right.
but see, you know what gets me, Big Hank, is that they show the movies of exorcism and all that stuff. And the devil don't have to spin your head around for you to be caught up with the demon spirit.
No,
That's
no,
true. There's a
no.
lot of people that have that demonic spirit intertwined within themselves,
And
and
thinking that they see, I'm an enemy towards the enemies of God,
mhm,
which is the devil first, and then the imps that wants to get in these people's minds and you run with it. And so, because I broke up with a girlfriend back in the days because she told me she didn't believe in Jesus. I'm thinking, well, you know what, I'm gonna help you with that. But then way she talked about in the person y'all called Jesus and how he died, I got offended. I'm like, hey, now you got to slow down on talking about my salvation. I take that personally because
Yeah.
God is before anybody. God is before
right,
my kids, my mom, and all them. So you definitely know you got to get in line. So you got to watch yourself. I don't hit women, but I make an example today because you can't talk about salvation now.
not.
I'm trying to go to heaven. I can't let you talk about him. You can talk about me like a dirty rag and all this and that, but don't talk about is, you know, that's me.
Right.
You know, I'll just keep it
So you
100.
was gonna slap her down with talking about Jesus?
No, I wasn't gonna slap her down, but
Mercy
I
and
was
grace.
gonna
He's
try to
gonna slap it down with mercy and grace.
I was trying to exercise the demons out of her, but you know, there's the casualties of war, so I got to get inside. You know,
You was gonna put hands on her. You just gonna put hands on her.
hey, you think I didn't grow up reading Donald Goines? You think I didn't read Donald Goines? Hey, you think I don't did a book report on Whole Son and all them? You feel? And I don't think nobody like, bro, you ain't never hit no woman. Why'd you do this now? She talked about Jesus. Okay, I understand this. But no, but see, your enemy could be somebody, because look here. You find somebody and you think that they're good for you because you see it through your eyes. You see it that you could be sleeping with the enemy.
Yes, sir.
Not knowing that because you dealt with stuff in a physical look, not knowing. Look here, Lucifer was the most handsomest angel in heaven. And when Michael, the archangel, hit him with a sword, it revealed that he was an ugly dragon. And he took 1/3 of these imps down there. You don't have the glory of God. They're based on the atmosphere of this world. So you got to deal with these enemies all day, 24/7. There is no let up. That's why we got to keep our armor, which is the blood of God on. I ain't trying to preach to folks, but we got to know how to deal with our enemies. Because when people don't like our family members, it could be your sibling, come out the same womb, came from the same ball sacks, and still dislike or want to sabotage you.
Yep.
You know, and that's because they let the demons take over. Demons of jealousy. As my brother.
Demons of hatred.
I beg your pardon?
I said demons of hatred.
Demons of hatred. So we look at these movies of exorcists and say, well, their head ain't spinning, they not crawling on the wall. That's Hollywood.
That's true.
Yeah.
Demons are to make themselves look like we're the cool ones and you're crazy. Y'all still talking about Jesus? That's what I'm for real. Whole world based, their whole timing is based on Jesus. You got before Christ, during Christ, after Christ. If he wasn't important, then why is our time set up like that? Why don't we have Roy at the Roy PM?
On CA 91 West and half a mile.
Well, you see what I'm saying? It seems absurd, but it has to be real. But the devil's job is to make us think that he doesn't exist, and God is a failure to you, especially when you go through a calamity and you'll say, God, why did you let this happen? Well, now you calling on me. I would be like, God, like, why now you calling?
Right.
When your people was having a barbecue and y'all was drinking yak and everything, you wasn't thinking about me. Now when I take one of them, you say, why you do this, Lord? What? Can't be the devil. The devil didn't take them. You ever seen them people, Lord, why'd you take my people? Why you blame the devil? That's who they was rolling with.
True.
If I was riding when I got shot, I wasn't thinking like this with God. If I had died in my sins, it was on me.
Right.
I was my own enemy.
Yeah. And most of us are. Really, all of us are.
We all are.
All of us are, because we gotta get out of our own mindset. And we all born into sin. So it's not like you got an excuse, or you can say, well, I missed that day, or none of that. No, all of us got it. All of us got it.
And I cut my nose off to spite my face so many times. And so my nose should be crooked like I'm in a boxing match, because but then when I started seeing that I was my own enemy, now I had to be, once I got aligned with myself, like, man, Roy, God loves you, love him back. And now I'm recognizing the demons. I recognize when the demon gets in me. Tell me certain thoughts. Oh, you should say this. You said that. You know what I found myself to do now?
When the prodigal son, he was out there eating that slop, and then he finally said, in the Bible said he came to himself. He said, I came to myself, man. What the hell am I doing out here, man? Let me get the. Okay, that's what you just said. You said you came to yourself. You said you came to yourself, man.
It's like you rushed your finger in my chest and touched my heart, because that just flicked, because that's exactly. Look, when you got bank, and all of a sudden you wake up and you down on Skid Row.
Yeah.
Let me share something with y'all. Can I get real with y'all? Can I get really 100 with y'all?
Come on, man. Come on.
Okay. I 1 week I got 50K. Take care of some stuff. Some people sabotage. And so got all of my bank books scattered there. Nobody can't get no money, but I can't get nothing either. Get to my money. Got a restraining order. I ain't never hit nobody. I should have, because I'm looking where's my bank books at. But so I'm on Skid Row. They gave me a 2 weeks voucher. I'm trying to work simmer through this. But God has time, because I'm not thinking about God. I'm trying to get to my money and get at these people and all that, right? And the more I kept thinking of that, the deeper I was going. So now my voucher is running out. I don't know. I don't have no type of clue. I keep holding on that I got to get to these cats. I need my money so I can get out of this predicament. This is when the change hit me. After the voucher ran out, that night, I'm so worried and depressed, a dude passed me over a Primo.
A what?
I hit the Primo because, like, I don't know what to do. I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying? I'm at end sweat. I'm being honest. So I hit the Primo. I'm buzzing like a mother, man. I'm drinking straight liquor and hitting this shit. I don't know what, because this shit made me sick. But so the next day, this lady said, oh, well, we can give y'all 2 weeks extension, but we got to give you a urine test. The lady comes back in, she said, oh, he got cocaine in his system. I said, no, I don't use cocaine. She said, she doing me like this, man, please. Now you gonna lie? You're in a state of denial. And then I thought, I said, I hit the thing last night because I'm depressed because I don't know what I'm gonna do. She like, yeah, all right. So guess when, as I'm walking out, not knowing where I'm gonna lay, what my future's looking like, don't have everything else didn't matter now.
Right.
God, if you can hear me now, I sure need your help. I'm at ease with. I don't know where to go. I don't know where to turn to. Sorry that I made you my last choice, but you forgive me on this. I'm a soldier for you, Lord. Next thing I know, I walked past a payphone and it said, call the number you've been calling. These people ain't did no help. I called them. They say, hey, Roy, where you been? We got it. Like, Lord, woo. And if he'll do it for me, he'll do it for y'all.
That's true.
I'm a 180-degree turn. I couldn't talk like this 10 years ago, man. You wouldn't understand some of the stuff I'll be saying. You know what I'm saying? Big Hank had to correct me on some of my life. Y'all seeing some polished work that Big Hank been working with me for 4 years. I was like the miracle worker. Yeah, I'm like, I'm talking like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm bonafide. You remember bonafide?
I remember that.
I'm bonafide. Big Hank like, what you say? Sometimes a comedian talking to another comedian, they got to get on by bagging on him. He like, bonafide. Now, Big Hank, he was serious, like, word. Then he do me like that. Okay, bro. Okay, cuz. Okay. Bonafide. Okay. I'm like, it ain't a word. But metal sharpens metal.
That's true.
I became more spiritual seeing this man's actions. I don't care what nobody think about how we look. Man, we got the best hearts in the world, man.
Yes, sir.
That's true.
Yes, sir. And that's what God look at. He don't look how you look on the outside. He don't look at what you got on. He don't care about them diamond rings, none of that.
That's true.
He care about your heart.
It's your heart all the time.
And he gives us jury. God gives us jury.
He does.
Read up in this week. Huh? Go ahead. What you say?
No, and I said, and he puts jewels in your crown. But I've been told several times, even Mr. Roy Anthony has told me I overextend myself on people a lot of times. Overextend myself. But I don't think about that. When I do it from the heart. I'm not looking to what am I going to get in return or what's going to come, because that's not even, if you and me, I got it, we good. And that's why I know my current situation of what I'm going through, I'll be all right. I'm not upset. I'm not mad about it. I'm good. I'm getting ready to move into the direction that God has already spoke to me about, but I did not listen. So now I'm listening. Just to share, I got laid off yesterday. And I was like, okay. So they're like, are you angry? No, I'm not angry, because God, first of all, I didn't even seek God's approval before taking this position. I wanted to get out of another position. So I just said, oh, boom, jump, here we go. So, I mean, did it pay my bills and stuff? Yeah. Am I stressing? No, not at all. Because I already know there's something else over there that he's already told me. I just needed to see. And my faith has to be stronger than what it was. So here we go.
There you go. You just described what a good woman does in relationship. They overextend. My wife does the same thing. She does it with everybody. That's because her heart is good. I'm like, baby, why you giving her that? What the fuck is you doing that for? She said, I don't worry about it. They need it. You know what I mean? She like, they need it more than we do. They need it more. And so my wife overextends, and then and she do the same. Look what else she does. She like, baby, did you know what that girl did? That because she don't get it back. And so I just say, baby, you got to quit doing that. But she keep doing it. So what I want you to know about yourself, Ramona, you're an excellent woman, and that's what good women do, because if you don't get it back in return from people, you get your reward back from God. Right. And so when you get rewarded, you get it from God, and God rewards my wife. She don't never be broke. You hear me? I promise. I don't know how she do it. She always got $1,000 checks coming in, $2,000, $3,000. I'm like, damn, where is this coming from? That's because what she do, she overextend herself, and God knows it, and He knows her heart, just like He know your heart, Ramona. Keep doing what you're doing. You're gonna be perfect.
Thank you.
You perfect, man. You perfect.
Sometimes God, like you just heard me say, is when you start realizing, let me God, because sometimes I think that it's that scripture where being able to help when you can, but you got to know the difference by saying, well, I'm gonna put this in God's hands. I used
That's
to
true.
say, I feel for you, but I can't reach you because it's out of my control. And I can't sit up here and weep off of somebody else's bills when I have my own,
Right.
and that's why we commend us. That's what makes the world go round. That's why God puts it's not just male and female as far as we got different body chemistry, whatever. It's that
Mhm.
someone has to be the yin and the other one's thinking the yang. And we can't just describe how you and his wife they extend where me, I probably be like, wait a minute now, I done gave you an inch, now you want to rule her, you know what I'm saying?
I just gave you some greens last week. You want some more greens again this week?
Exactly.
Damn.
And what you mean you want a piece of ham hocks? Ain't you? I just now you want some ham hocks too with the greens and stuff, you know. But
Yes.
but God loves a cheerful heart.
Yes.
That's why I probably won't give because if I'm not cheerful, I'll be like, Lord, I'm feeling sad now. I gave them at the 10th. I was happy, but now they want more. I'm not happy. Do I supposed to still give? I'm not happy about it now. Carl Loomis said, what's up, Roy and Big Hank?
Carl.
But wait a minute, I thought
Yeah.
I brought it in. It's up. Now this is a good conversation because it makes us look at ourselves. We have to look at ourselves and stuff because we have recognized that even for myself, I learn when we talk like this, I learn myself, right? And there's things I never thought that I would share with people, but I find myself opening up because the Lord's always telling me to be honest. You know what I'm saying? And for us to reach people, I want to give a shout out to everybody that Richie King called me Friday to let us know that we're averaging over 450,000 people a month.
Awesome.
Yeah, so our word and how we
Blessings.
feel about God is getting out.
That's the WO, right?
Yes, world entertainment.
We all connected.
Yes. And it's really just been our two shows. The
Yeah.
WO, this
That's
show is
a
on
blessing.
evenings for 2 hours, and then we are Tuesday and Wednesdays for 1 hour and over 450, and he said it's growing.
That's crazy.
So our message is getting out.
Yeah.
That's good.
I see where Carl Loomis, he comes in on our shows. He said he's going to be working, but he was trying to tune in. That man believes in God. He said, sorry, y'all, I'm not there. I'm working. Oh, yeah, you told us last week. We already knew and stuff, man.
Hey, Carl Loomis is spiritual, man. He's a spiritual dude, man.
Yeah, man.
I really, 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 really got a lot of love for Carl Loomis, man. And I only been on the show with him probably like 3 or 4 times, but before that, even before he got on the show, he used to always interact with us, and so at least been 2 years, been over 2 or 3 years, in about 2 years, I know.
Yeah,
we've been interacting with him.
I've been noticing a move in that, man. Let me tell you something. I called him 30-30. My brother Shields, right? We call him 30-30s on the show. I'm talking to him the other day, and he got this grand announcement. And I'm like, man, get to it, right? He's going. So he wants to, his birthday is February the 3rd, and he wants to be in Long Beach and kick it with me, you, Big Hank, Big Ski, and all that. Because he felt like, he said, man, I ain't never got to meet me brothers, but I feel like they my brothers through you, man.
Man, if you don't tell that nigga, come on, man, where you at?
That's what I told him. At first, I had to cuss him out. I was like, oh, sentimental ass, but I was teasing with him. Us brothers, you feel me? But I'm like, man, of course, man, love you with open arms, you feel me? And so, but God is bringing us men together.
That's good.
Yeah.
And I'm not just talking about the ladies. The ladies always seem to get a group and put together, but men are egotistical a lot. And sometimes you go in a church, you see more women than there's dudes. But not at St. Luke's Holy Baptist Church, you understand? And ladies, if you were looking for a real man, good man, you better come down to St. Luke's Holy Baptist Church. You know what I'm saying? Real. And don't mess with me. I'm the heathen. I sit by where the ushers got the ribbon They used to be in the bleachers and stuff. You know,
Hey,
I'm still learning.
Fonda, the ushers got to block off a part so they can push everybody to the front. That nigga walk right to the last part where they find he sit right there.
He don't want to get too close to the front.
The last seat in the house. He be walking in there like he's scared of something. He's scared to get in there. He said, "Damn, I barely got in. I should. Let me just sit down right here. I barely made it in this motherfucker. Barely made it in."
Hey,
You too scared to get to the front.
Hey, I give me some white clubs and sit back there with the ushers. Because I love when they start marching in at the end. You know what I'm saying? That's one of my delights. What's that song they be singing, Big Hank?
I'm marching on the. I'm a soldier for the Lord. I'm a
Ooh,
soldier.
yeah.
When they be marching,
Yeah.
like I'm be part of that team because I sit in the back. I supposed to be invited to the front. Sometimes I get leery. When I go to put my offering up, I walk to the front. I thought it was gonna be like Vampire in Brooklyn. Like, God damn. Hey man, I want to give a kudos out though. Thursday night, I had to take care of some stuff. I talked to Big Hank. He held it down. We knew there wasn't a lot of people that showed up, and this is where you see a professional when he can sit up there and hold it down like he did, and got more views than he did to the people there. But that's all right. We're telling y'all, if you here in Southern Long Beach, come out to the show. Let me put this up. You can come out to the shows Thursday night. We know we've been competing with the NFL. Some nights we have a big amount of people, and then some nights, you know what I'm saying? But that's all right. We're cracking that code because consistency is what it is. We want to give a big shout out to Shanice and Guy, the owners of the spot, along with their co-owners, affiliates, and stuff, and those who come in. We're gonna make it's gonna pop. I mean, we had a milestone, like you said, it was 1 month.
Yes, sir.
Two shows and they ended. You
All
feel
right.
me? Oh, well, we done got into some calamities in the background. It's just no point in sharing because it comes with the territory. You know?
Well, congratulations.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate that.
You,
and so, and
Roy, man, I want to say congratulations, bro. I want to say congratulations, man, because you had an idea in your mind what you wanted to do. You collaborated with me, and I mentioned to you about one spot you was trying to go to, and I said, man, if you go there, I can't go there. You remember that? And so what you did was you adjusted your plans, and we ended up down here, downtown Long Beach. First of all, I want to just say, man, first of all, thank you for entrusting in me and believing in me, man, and giving me a shot on the Roy Anthony show, man. And if it wasn't for you, man, I probably wouldn't be where I am, man. So I just want to say thank you, bro, and I appreciate you.
Man, you part of God. Yeah, you would have been there regardless. I'm just glad that we both real because we shine off each other. Carl Loom said, "God love for y'all, Roy, Big Hank. Talk to y'all soon for sure, bro."
All right,
Carl. Iron sharpens metal, sharpens metal. And me and Big Hank have similarities in our life. Monda knew me back in my heydays. She met me when I was a thug. I was the thug of thugs. I'm not.
We won't go there. We won't go there.
To come out and I meet with a brother and we hook up. We got the same drives and goals, but the biggest thing is God, because when man finds it impossible, all things is possible through God. And I'm challenging anybody to trust that. It can seem impossible to our own selves.
Right.
And what's been helping me is Ephesians 3:20, to whom can give you exceedingly abundantly more than you can ask or think from the power inside of you.
Right.
Thanks, Star. Star said, congratulations. I mean, you got to think about it. God, who can give you more than you can ask, think, weigh,
or imagine.
Say, well, if I can just get 10 feet and God let you go 50 feet. You say, I just need a bag of groceries. He give you 4 bags of groceries.
Yeah. Amen. He does.
And Go ahead. Go ahead, Miss.
No, I wanted to say something because you and I had spoke, and I had said to you that I commend you because I have seen tremendous growth in you. We talked about when he first started the podcast, where he would always
Yeah.
be like, "This is my show. This is my
This
show."
is Roy Anthony show. This is the
Oh,
motherfucking Roy
and I
Anthony
would be
show.
like, I'd be like, that was rather harsh. He goes, but it is my show. I'm like, okay. So I sat back and I told him one day, I said, you keep that same attitude. God's going to change it around where
Yep.
it's not just going to be your
Ain't gonna
show.
be no.
And
Ain't gonna even be no more.
that's exactly what he's done. And I told him, I said, I've seen so much growth in you that
Yeah.
I am just, I mean, everything
Well,
that you
I think I
do.
really did that against Double Six. Remember the DJ Big Hank? He called himself Double Six, and I said, "Man, you going to 6 too close to the devil." And he tried to explain. He tried to tell me something like, "Excuse me, man, this is Roy Anthony show." Let me tell you, I'm gonna tell you that.
Yeah, I
I
remember
do
that.
remember
Yeah.
that one and stuff.
But
But
You
you
was
used to
trying to get rid of. You was
people
trying to.
could not talk back in the day because he would
But
interject. And
but he was trying to get that.
but he's
He was trying to get the. He was trying to get that nigga with the 2 6s off his show. He was like, nigga, you know what? It's the Roy Anthony show. As a matter of fact, he hit the button on the nigga and sent the nigga in the back somewhere.
yeah, you ain't gonna talk. First, you playing with devil. You playing with
Right.
biblical, and you want to call yourself DJ Double Six. Come on, man, stop playing.
Yeah.
You know, and then I'm looking like, you know what? I don't have time for BS. We've had haters actually talk, you know, the racial people and stuff. We just show them love. But I ain't gonna take it where God, you grew up knowing God and stuff. Now you want to call yourself DJ Double Six. Come on, man. Let's keep it 100. And a lot of people don't like, because see, as a stand-up comic, I still call things out. I'm letting you know, Thursday, Big Hank, I'm bringing the heat. Big Hank is hosting, Cynthia's performing, but I'm performing too. I'm bringing the heat. I told him that every time I tell him that I'm bringing the heat. I'm bringing the heat. Everybody tuned in. I'm bringing the heat. God hears me. Eddie Murphy,
breaking
James
up on me, Roy.
I'm bringing the heat. I'm letting them know.
all right.
And so, and if you bag
right.
on, if a person I'm gonna talk about, because I talked about the Hollywood cats and all that, you know, Big Hank looked like he's going through one of them areas. Here's Cynthia talking about, hey, you on working, but I see y'all Thursday. Yeah, we were just talking with you, Cynthia. We were just saying, Cynthia, she couldn't make it in. She's working. I'm gonna take Big Hank off until he gets back in. Miss Monda, we're coming to the end of the show.
Okay.
And she told me, bring the heat. She said, bring the heat then. I'm letting them know, because I am Roy Anthony. And then every time, you know, I'm gonna bring the heat. But we're at the end of coming in the show. We want to thank everybody coming in. We always ask those who's on the show to give us a last minute tidbits. What's your last going out statement?
The last minute tidbit is, do not let your past define your future, because things that happen in your past are things for you to learn from, not to be judged from, but they don't define your future. So, and always keep God first.
Okay. If Big Hank was in here, he'd be and we was just talking about Cynthia Joy. She said, let's go. We let him know that we'll be having a Thursday. Cynthia Joy will be in Los
Can't
Angeles
wait.
with us. She'll be performing Thursday night. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be flying out later. I fly in and get in around 6 o'clock that evening. But Big Hank was said, just like you said, Miss Monda, that he always says, and know that God is watching everything. You know, just know that God is watching. My closing thing is this, y'all. Just because someone don't like you, or they don't sociable, because some people are shy and they thinking that you may have a scoundrel on your face that you don't like them and stuff like that, unless you say, hey, speak, but just because a person isn't sociable doesn't make them your enemy. We know that an enemy is someone that we defined as someone who doesn't have your best interest at hand, and they push to make, some people don't have your best interest at hand, don't make them your enemy. They just don't have nothing to do with you. But when someone extends themselves, let's know this, it's not them. It's the demons that they let take over. When you deal with somebody insecure, just say, you gonna let that insecure demon take over? If somebody interrupts me now, you know what I say to him, Miss Monda? You just gonna let that demon of interruption just jump in? I know you in me. I know you there. Shield did that to me. He's the one who started that joke. And so I'm Roy Anthony. This has been Miss Monda, one of our good guests to come in the show. Big Hank just got off. Cynthia Joy had to work. We want to give a shout out to Miss Starlet Evans. Carl Loomisine is jumping in. Some people leave comments, but we can't see them because they all on the other people's platforms. We are averaging over 450,000 people now per month. And so to me, that's a good thing. Our word is getting out. Like I said, I'm Roy Anthony. Our co-stars, Big Hank, Cynthia Joy, will be back in Thursday, or might be being Big Hank because Cynthia, she's so excited. She flying out. So we out of here. God bless everybody. Peace.
Bless you, y'all.
Welcome to the Roy Anthony and
Every
Friends Show.
Tuesday and every Thursday. Y'all tap in.
Is this thing on? Can you hear me?
Roy
Is anybody
Anthony
out
Show
there?
is the spot to be, baby.
Hey, tune in. It's the hottest show, homie, on the